Hello everyone and welcome to Crypto Atlas. This is a daily update video for AMC, the movie theater stock. Don't go anywhere because I have a speculation on what I think very well could actually happen to the price tomorrow and why that is being justified. But let me clarify first off by saying that the price really doesn't matter. So if it goes up, if it goes down, right now it doesn't matter. Why? Because there are still shorts and they have to pay out those shorts, which means that the short squeeze is still on the table. And there's new rules, regulations, things that are coming out. So we're still in this game. Even if the price drops down, we're still in this game right now, okay? So short interest is still quite high. Let me clarify that. Second thing is, if you guys are new to the channel, feel free to hit subscribe. I would love for you to be a part of this community. Feel free to hit the thumbs up like button. It definitely helps out with the YouTube search algorithm, and hopefully other people find this video. You can share this video on social media if you think other people will find it to be helpful, okay? And I'm not a financial advisor. Everything I share is my own opinions, my own research. I encourage you guys to do your own research as well. So we got all that out of the way. Now take a look at this. For the daily, AMC dropped down 8.68%. And what I think is going to be largely taking place tomorrow is we're going to see a recovery of about 5 to 10%. The reason being is that is essentially going to help us break even to where we were previously. I mentioned this in a previous video because I came across somebody's post on the AMC subreddit, and I found it to be very interesting for their analysis. And so what is being suggested is that they're trying to become neutral position of how many call options are in the money and how many put options are in the money by the end of the week. So as you guys can see, if the price drops down more and more of these put options are going to go from out of the money to in the money. Now the thing is that when you execute on these, you're actually purchasing these shares. So one of the objective goals is for no new shares to be bought and for the sentiment of everyone to be like, hey, this isn't doing anything. And then the media is putting out things like Clover, right? Like, which, by the way, Clover is associated with Citadel. So people are like, hey, go look at Clover. Everyone's talking about Clover now. Forget about AMC. You know what the Motley Fool does with everything. By the way, there's a whole slew of things going in with Motley Fool that makes them appear to be very corrupt as well, but that's a separate story, and I'm trying to make this be a short video. So if this breaks neutral position, long story short, calls and puts in the money are going to be relatively small, and you're going to have a lot of them that are going to expire out of the money. And so that's what I believe their big objective goal is likely to take place tomorrow. So it looks like we're recovering. Apes are kind of like excited. We think that it's working in our favor, when in reality it's hitting the goal of what they had. So it's kind of a win-win situation for them right now, and it's not a great position. We need to have some actual executions go through from the SEC for some of this absolutely corrupt bullcrap, man. So look at this. This was a post over on Twitter. It says, everyone get this crap trending. Enough is enough. Dark pool abuse. We can't have a free market with 73% dark pool. So right now, as far as the dark pool percentages go, it's 67.1%. If you don't understand what this means, we don't have access to the dark pool. People like Citadel have access to the dark pool. It's an exclusive trading platform where you can trade the stocks back and forth between one another, and essentially you can set whatever price ranges that you want. So what we're saying right now is that of all the shares that were traded today, period, we're talking light pool and dark pool, out of all of them, 67.1% of all shares took place on the dark pool. How does that make any sense? Almost every trader doesn't use the dark pool. So how can you have on this data right here, you're watching this on my specific page. You can look at this at the crazyawesomecompany.com, or the Stonko tracker. They actually reported over here 73%. Somebody else saw 71% because it fluctuates during the course of the day. Someone else, I mean, this was supposedly at 12:18, it was 91%. 9/10. Even if we went with the number that I have, 6/10, right? 6 out of every 10 shares took place over on the dark pool. How can this happen? Well, check this out. Citadel has something called Citadel Connect. In Connect, Citadel makes active retail orders. It is bought from retail brokerages available to institutional investors and other firms. Very few stock orders that retail investors place with their brokers, such as Charles Schwab Corporation, TD Ameritrade, or Fidelity, go through public stock exchanges, such as Intercontinental Exchanges Incorporated, New York Stock Exchange. Instead, the brokers send the orders to other brokerage firms like Citadel or KCG Holdings, which trade against the incoming orders and then send the leftovers to other internalizers, dark pools, or as a last resort, exchanges. By doing this, the retail brokers not only avoid paying fees to the exchanges for active orders, but actually receive payments and trading rebates from the off-exchange trading venues. How is this legal? This blows my mind. This reminds me of something called the Sherman Antitrust Act. If you guys have never heard about this, then you probably did inside of high school or middle school, and maybe you forgot about it. It's about anti-monopoly. And so this act outlaws all contracts, combinations, and conspiracies that unreasonably restrain interstate and foreign trade. This includes agreements amongst competitors to fix prices, rig bids, and allocate customers, which are punishable as criminal felonies. I mean, if anything was to be pursued against these kinds of hedge funds, I think that there should be an investigation if there is any violation from people like hedge funds like Citadel for the Sherman Antitrust Act. Again, this goes a little bit further over here on the right. It says in the United States, the antitrust law is a collection of federal and state government laws that regulate the conduct and organization of business corporations and are generally intended to promote competition and prevent monopolies. If you look into Citadel and how many companies that they have that are out there, all these ones that look like maybe they're shell companies, I know it's a massive list of Citadel subsidiary things. They got their hand in essentially every cookie jar that exists out there. And this kind of stuff pisses me off. And the SEC needs to stop talking their game, stop writing up new rules, and actually enforce the rules. Go through and start taking some action, because you're screwing over the American people. You're screwing over people in other countries, people like over in Frankfurt where they have their own exchange, and Shanghai has their own exchange. AMC is traded in other countries too, guys. Like, this is affecting so many people, and it is so corrupt. 67%. Get this fixed. Let's move forward. Let's change this system. You want to make a free, fair market? Make it a free, fair market. Let's go, apes. Continue to hold the game. Let's see what happens tomorrow. Are we going to see these 5-10% gains? Or do they got other shenanigans? But together, we share the information that we find. Until full investigations go through, guys, all I can do is share with you the information. That's it. You guys are aware of what's going on? Cool. I think education is important. I got referral links in the description. If you want to get free cryptocurrencies or free stocks, check out the links, guys. It's free money. I prefer Webull as far as for my trading platform goes. I know a lot of people are starting to talk about trying to move over to Fidelity and stuff. So if you guys want to check that out because of payment to order flow, they avoid doing that. I don't have a Fidelity account yet. Maybe I'll set one up at some point. But regardless, I still like Webull, and I think that there's a lot of benefits. I'm avoiding options contracts for other reasons. Anyways, so let us know in the comments how you guys feel about everything and what your thoughts are for today on this. And if you're new, don't forget to hit subscribe, hit the thumbs up like button, share the video, and I will see you guys in the next episode.